The Safety of Thai Durian. Presented by Thai Durian Association TDA. Introduction. Thai Durian is internationally recognized as one of the highest quality durians in the world, renowned for its exceptional taste, unique aroma, and high nutritional value. With increasing popularity both domestically and internationally, Thai durian exports play a crucial role in driving the country's economy. However, to maintain quality standards and build consumer confidence, strict safety practices in durian production and exportation must be implemented. Good practice for Thai durian farmer. 1. Durian farmers must strictly adhere to the 8 requirements of GAP Good Agricultural Practice Standards in the durian production. Requirement 1. Water. Water used in production must come from uncontaminated environmental sources that do not introduce hazardous substances into the produce. Requirement 2. Planting area. The planting area must not be in an environment that causes contamination of hazardous substances in the produce. Requirement 3. Pesticides. The pesticides must be stored in a categorized and secure location, and used according to the recommendations of the Department of Agriculture. Requirement 4. Pre-harvest quality management. Availability of production control plan to obtain desired produce based on good agricultural practices to establish control measures at every step that may affect safety and/or produce quality and/or environment and/or workers' health, safety and welfare. Requirement 5. Harvest and post-harvest handling. Produce should be harvested at the appropriate age. Quality standardization of Thai durian. The harvesting dates for Thai durian in the East announced said by the Agricultural Department in 2025. Requirement 6. Storage and transportation. Availability of hygienic management of the planting plots. Moving method. Holding and/or storage of produce to prevent contamination from hazards and foreign matters affecting safety for consumption and quality of the produce. Requirement 7. Personal hygiene. Workers must be trained in personal hygiene to ensure safe handling practices. Requirement 8. Record keeping and traceability. Availability of records on operational practices, chemical use, buyer information, and produce quantity for traceability purposes. 2. Investigate for heavy metal residues. Soil testing and analysis. Durian planting soil may contain residues of heavy metals such as cadmium, arsenic, or lead due to prolonged use of certain agricultural inputs. To ensure consumer safety, farmers must regularly collect soil samples from their field and send them to an accredited laboratory for analysis. Water testing and analysis. Farmers should assess potential contamination risks in their water sources, particularly if their farms are near landfills, industrial sites, or densely populated areas. Water analysis should be conducted annually to ensure the safety of irrigation sources. Leaves testing and analysis. Leaves are randomly collected from 100 durian leaves or approximately 1 kilogram for testing, ensuring samples are evenly distributed across the field. Send the samples to an accredited laboratory to analyze the levels of heavy metals absorbed by the durian plants, based on previous soil test results. This step is crucial to determine whether the absorbed heavy metals pose a risk of contamination in the durian fruit. Fruits testing and analysis. 5 durian fruits are randomly collected, each with at least 3 lobes and aged at least 90 days. For testing, this ensures confidence in the fruit before it leaves the farm for export. This slide shows that the test and analysis of soil, leaves, and fruits before harvesting by farmer. Selection of production factors. Farmers should use only certified fertilizers, pesticides, and fungicides approved by the Department of Agriculture. Unregistered, unlabeled, or expired products must be avoided to prevent potential contamination. Additionally, farmers should understand pests of durians to use the correct types and dosages of production factors for pests, reducing unnecessary chemical usage and preventing residues in the durian produce. The test and analysis of fertilizer and pesticides by own product. Good practice for packing house of fresh durian. Packing houses must adhere to the 7 GMP Good Manufacturing Practices standards to maintain hygiene, quality, and safety in durian handling and packaging. Compliance with TAS 9047-2017 is required for certification. Establishments, design and facilities buildings, layout, equipment, and facilities must be designed to minimize exposure to contamination risks and prevent pest access. Production and storage areas must be easy to maintain, clean, and disinfect. Control of operation. All step of the production process must be controlled and monitored to prevent contamination risks, from receiving produce to preparation, selection, packing, storage, and delivery. All operations must be supervised and documented in compliance with safety guidelines. Establishment. Maintenance and sanitation. Sanitation indicators are required to remind workers to regularly clean and disinfect production areas and equipment, ensuring that no pathogenic microorganisms contaminate the facilities and tools. Establishment. Personal hygiene requirements regarding personal hygiene for operators and outsiders entering the production area to ensure that individuals encountering food, both directly and indirectly, do not contaminate food. Transportation. A clean and disinfected environment during transportation is essential to ensure proper product handling and prevent any risk of damage to the products. Product information and consumer awareness. The packing house must ensure that all products are labeled with sufficient information, including but not limited to product name, manufacturing date, company name and address, product origin, product code, total weight, and lot number. Clear and accurate labeling facilitates efficient product handling and enhances traceability throughout the supply chain. Training. All personnel involved in direct and indirect operations must receive food hygiene training to ensure the quality and safety of food products for consumers. Packing house shall comply with the 4 don't measures of the Department of Agriculture. 1. No immature durians. Do not harvest, buy, or sell unripe durian. 2. No pests. Durians must be free from pest damage including aphids, caterpillars, and fungi. 3. No misrepresentation. Do not falsely claim another entity's GAP or GMP certification. 4. No color additives or prohibited chemicals. Packing house must not apply artificial colorants and ban pesticide. Enjoy with Thai Durian.